Hello everyone, trust you all are doing great today. So today we'll be talking on the curious journey of Lila the Latin Maker. Actually, it was actually a lesson plan, and I will be giving you the various activities on this lesson plan. But before that, I would love to give a detailed story on the curious journey of Lila the Latin Maker. This will help you to better understand why the lesson plan comes in. Okay, the curious journey of Lila the Latin Maker talks about Lila who makes lanterns for who is a Latin maker. So she forms these lanterns and she's known in the village for her good works because this craft is something that everybody admires. They admire her handwork. So many people come for it. So there's this mysterious traveler who came to her at that was an evening period to he begged her to mold a piece of her lantern for him, and she did that. That was after 2 days. He then the stranger came for the lantern. When he came, she presented the lantern to him. He was happy. So Lila asked him, this mysterious traveler, what do you want to use this lantern for? And he said he wants to go to the forest, and the forest is known as the forest of whisper. Every villager there knows that that particular forest, no one dares to go to that forest. No one can venture into that forest because it's a mysterious forest. In fact, the forest is known like if you go to that forest, you cannot come back alive. That was the idea. That was what people knew because there are some voices that I heard from the forest. So everybody believe you cannot go into that forest, and it's a very dark forest, a forest where no light. So this particular lantern made by Lila was supposed to serve as a purpose for this mysterious traveler, and that is how he took the art. He went traveled with it to the forest, and I remember when Lila asked him, "What do you want to use it for?" He said he is looking for something. So he did not disclose what this thing he's looking for was. So he traveled to the forest, and Lila wished him good luck. So it, days passed, weeks passed, but Lila never heard from this mysterious traveler. So she courageously packed her bags, had to go to the forest to look for this mysterious traveler. And she went to the forest. She saw, after walking for a certain distance, she saw this traveler sitting by the side of a tree. He was scared, he was afraid. And Leila asked him, "What happened? What's the problem?" He said, he got scared. The fear from the voices, from the terrors of the bushes, the animals who always walk around the forest. So he was scared. And she told him, "Listen, this lantern it serves as a purpose. Like the lantern is like made up of light. So it's like if you want to use that for like it's like a torchlight. So that lantern is served as a torchlight." And she said the power of this lantern is not from it, it's from within you. Which means you need to believe in yourself in order to go through this journey. And that was how the man thanked Lila and became courageous enough to take on a journey. And that's the story. So I'll talk briefly on the lesson plan of this story. Okay, we start with the materials needed for this story. We have a printed copy of the story, The Curious Journey of Lila the Latin Maker, or a digital version. We equally have the whiteboard or a chart paper and markers. We have writing journals, notebooks. We equally have pens, pencils, highlighters. These are the materials required for this story, this lesson plan. We equally have the lesson objectives. One, we have the analyze the key themes and moral lessons in the story, understanding the importance of resilience and the inner strength, develop creative and analytic written skills by reflecting on the character's journey. So we now have the warm up and objectives of discussion. We have write the following question on the on what is something you have done. What is something you have done? What is something you have write on the following question on the on what is something you have done that took a lot of courage. That took you a lot of courage. How did it make you feel? That's under the one of the objectives of and the objective of discussion. We currently have asked students to share their answers in pairs or small groups. Then invite a few to share with the class. We call it